Hey, dearie me. Just one day to go by without any crap news would be so good, man. Honestly, right, people, I've jumped in the car. I'm actually here in Rotherham at a friend's party. The theme is Festival Hawaiian, look like a Naka, so I've definitely accomplished that one, but I thought, you know what it is, I'm going to be unsociable for a little bit. Dive into the car, been here a few hours anyways. Dive into the car and bring you this latest news, because that's what we've got to do. Got to provide it, whether good or bad, and hasn't been much good lately, has there? But another deal, another target missed. Looks like that's the case with the Newcastle United hierarchy, with Eddie Howe in this transfer window as it continues on and on and on. Yoane Wissa. We heard earlier, we heard all week, that the talks were going to continue over the weekend, that the deal was going to get done. Everyone was confident it was going to happen. It's in place. Newcastle had a bid of £25 million rejected for him a few days ago, but 30 to 35 million was meant to be enough to see the deal get done. No. Brentford, are they expecting the Isaac money to come through? Is this part of the problem that we're on about here? Where clubs know we're on the verge of maybe getting 130, 150 million for Alexander Isak, so they're like, nah, well, he might have been 30 million, but now he's going to be 50 million. Brentford don't want to let him go. And fair play to Brentford. You know, we're complaining about Isak wanting to go. Kind of similar, both players are forced to move, but Wissa a bit more seriously, to be fair. You know, Isak has said that he didn't want to go on pre-season, he wants to move. Wissa's done the same. Wissa travelled back from their Portugal camp. He's went on strike now, and he says he will not be returning to training because he is upset and disappointed with Brentford's stance on this transfer. He wants to move. He's desperate to come to Newcastle. He wants Newcastle more than Tottenham, more than Nottingham Forest. That's according to Sky Sports. All this is out there now, by the way. It's on Sky, it's on Mail, it's on all the websites. He wants to move. Wissa's desperate to come to Newcastle. Wants to play under Eddie Howe. Wants Champions League football. He turns 29 in September. He sees it as a great move for him. Obviously it is. Fantastic move for him. Brentford are just saying, nah, you're not going. You're not allowed to leave. You're staying. And there's a part of it where I'm like, well, fair enough. You know, they've lost Mbumo, they've lost Norgard, the captain, they've lost the manager, Thomas Frank. They didn't want to lose anyone else. But the main part of this is they're not allowing them to leave because they want more money. He is allowed to leave. Everyone's got a price. He's only got 12 months left on his deal. So I'm surprised they have to bite the bullet, but they're obviously trying to get more money. They're saying it's going to cost 50 million if you want him to go. It's going to be 50 million. Tough luck. And like I said, Wissa's on strike now. Wissa's refusing to train. He's not going to go back to Brentford. He wants to really force this move. So I get it from both sides, you know. I think it's a joke how this has played out. I think, and I'll get into the joke target soon, who now Newcastle are now moving on to. Apparently they're moving on from Wissa. So it's, again, added to the list of missed targets this window. Added to the list, Wissa added to Pedro, to Mbumo, to Cunha, to Delap, to Trafford, to Dean Huyson. Oh, that list goes on. I probably missed off about 5 of them. He's been added to that ever-growing list of rejected or failed targets. I wouldn't say rejected on this one because he hasn't. It's Brentford rejecting it, but not the player, unlike the other names that we've mentioned before, the Delaps and stuff who went to Chelsea. So everyone's a bit wound up by this one, including Wissa, of course, for saying that he's not going to play anymore. Brentford, are they really going to want him sitting there sulking for 12 months when they could have just took £35 million for someone who's nearly 29 and got a year left on his deal? That's bizarre, man. That's a strange decision, but it's them being greedy. They've just made loads of money off Mbumo, 71 million to Man U. They're thinking, well, we're all right, us. We've got quite a bit to spend, and we don't want to lose Wissa as well. It's going to be a big blow, that, and I get it. But I find it quite strange, that one. Everyone was saying it was confident it was going to happen, it was going to go through, and now it definitely doesn't look like it is. And Newcastle are moving on to their targets, and Yoane Wissa to Newcastle United is off. So, who are those other targets then? I can hear you asking. And this is the joke as well. I mean, I've tried to be reasonable with this one. I've tried to flip between the two and try and come to a bit of a balanced view. But when you hear the name Nicolas Jackson, I hear a bit of a flop, a bit of a awful player, to be honest. Bit of a bum. I don't like him. I don't like his style of play. I don't like all the chances he misses. He gets loads on a plate and he misses a lot of them. I think his goal scoring record for Chelsea isn't that bad. I looked at it before, can't remember it. Is it 24 and 65? Something like that. So it's not bad. It's a pretty good goal scoring record, a decent return. In all competitions, that is. So probably how many of them were in the Conference League, whatever it was. I don't know. But when I've seen him, the eye test never lies. Don't care about your stats and your data. You see him and you think, he's a good footballer, he's not, he's got this, he's got that. Jackson's so unconvincing, man. And there's a reason why they went and bought Liam Delap instead. There's a reason why they went and bought João Pedro. So Nicolas Jackson, I don't want. Unless we get Sesko and then you get Jackson in as like a loan or whatever. But it's not going to happen. I was just reading a report there. It's on Sky Sports. Chelsea are demanding £80 million to £100 million. 80 to 100, it said in the article, for Jackson, the Senegalese striker. What on earth are they smoking? I thought it was going to be a cut price deal. I thought, well, they only paid 32 for him a few years ago. I think now they just want to get the money back. Could he be worth a punt at 30 odd million, 24 years old, Eddie Howe, get the best out of him? And then you're reading they're demanding that much, and they're not on no pressure to sell, and Jackson's got 8 years left on his contract. That's got to be a no-go. That's got to be a wind-up. Jackson. Fucking hell. Jackson, really? I'd rather have Tito Jackson. I don't want Nicolas Jackson at my club leading the lane as a striker. No way, man. Nah. This is a joke, man. It just keeps getting fucking worse. It keeps getting... Can we just have one good bit of news, man? Can we at least say that Sesko's happening or something's happening? Got Arsenal tomorrow. Doing a watch on for that. Stay tuned to the channel for that. 12:20, we're going live. Don't know why. Put myself through that torture. See what we can do. I'm got a good feeling about that one. Jackson instead of Wissa, because I really like Wissa. Premier League proven, scores loads of goals, versatile. I know he's aging, but he's fine with me. He's Wilson's replacement, not Isaac's. So I was sound with that. But I'm not sound with Jackson. Let us know what you think. Am I being harsh on Jackson? Would you take a punt on him? But the other one that's linked, that's on the list, is Aston Villa's Ollie Watkins. Constantly rumoured to be leaving Villa Park this summer. Manchester United are in negotiations with the club. They want to sign him. But Villa, again, demanding a lot of money. 50, 60 million pounds for Watkins, who I think is 29 as well. So that is way too much. You got the English tax on there because he might be an England team next year, the World Cup. I cannot be saying that. I cannot be dealing with it at 50, 60 million. Because again, he's not the main man, is he? We're still going to get Sesko, aren't we? So I would love Watkins. I would be very happy with Watkins. Again, it's a bit like a Wissa scenario where it's a proven Premier League player. It's a proven goal scorer. He knows where the back of the net is. Clinical finisher. I really like Ollie Watkins. I think that'll be class. Villa forcing to sell because of PSR and FFP issues they've got there. They're meant to be letting Watkins go, Martinez go, a couple of others. They need the cash. They need the reinforcements to bring in once they sell those players. So Watkins probably will leave this summer, but will he come to Newcastle? I'm not sure we'll front up that much cash. If we're not going to pay 35 for Wissa, a 29-year-old, we're going to pay 50 to 60 for Watkins. I don't believe it. I don't believe these names that have been linked. I don't. I think Sesko can happen if Isaac leaves, but I can't see us getting either of these players in for the fees that have been mentioned. No chance, man. I just can't see it being feasible, to be honest with you. But if it was, Watkins would be a good choice. Watkins would be class. But again, would he be happy? He wants to be the main man. That's why apparently there's a big falling out at Villa as well. He wasn't happy when Duran was there taking the limelight. He's meant to have had a bust up with Unai Emery. So that doesn't bode well either. You know, it doesn't. The names that are getting linked, the deals that are falling through continuously, that's a shambles. It's a shit show. Shit show over summer. Hard times. I'm going to go back into this barbecue. Getting non-alcoholic because I'm driving, so it's even worse. Just get me back to Newcastle. Guys, on holiday. I need a break. Wearing this shirt, I should be on a bloody Hawaiian beach. Not in Rotherham. Boiling though. Feels like Hawaii. Sweating. Anyways, enough of my waffling. Guys know what you think about Wissa's deal falling through, about Jackson or Watkins being targeted instead. Thanks for watching, everyone. Give us a like. Give us a like, please. In the car, yeah, sweating, tanting about another field deal, man. Nightmare. Subscribe to the channel, everyone. Enjoy your rest of your weekend. I hope you do. I really do. See you in a bit.